are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with the option. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a carry for Sanders. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's 2nd down. That's the end of the
7-7. Our score after 1.
7-7.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end, it's Hurts. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he connects with Hurts. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
A yard. And it's 3rd down.
Try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Love. And he stopped immediately there. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hurts going to take this himself. Well, they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd down, Love. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Eagles.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
2nd and a yard.
Hurts. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
To Greg Ward.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Try to run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On third down, Haskins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 86, Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Eagles 21, Washington 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the second down throw on target. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Bryce Love
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Love again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
To Steven Sims. 10 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
4-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. 3rd down here.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep this himself. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Hurts going to keep it again. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. That's a good running back dive play.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Haskins from his own end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Washington 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. first down past the 40. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another run here with Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Today's final score.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill, yeah, yeah, champion.